Ancient, maybe. The division chief in Waimea asked for you by name. They want a real Hawaiian to take the lead, he said, because of that old spear and some other evidence, cultural stuff. And someone from over here, objective, because of some local controversy there, something about native Hawaiians and developers. A real Hawaiian? Kawika replied. That's a bit of a stretch, Terry. You know what happened in Seattle, that time the chief thought I was Chinese American. It's risky, picking people by their names. I know, Tanaka said. But he wants you over there, and you're smart. You'll figure it out. So I gotta pull you off the Shark Cliff case. After one day, boss. I was just getting my stomach back. Tanaka arranged the major crimes helicopter to fly Kawika to the scene. As the chopper rose over the saddle between Mauna Kea and Mauna Loa, the great volcanoes of the Big Island, and as the leafy rainforest and tree ferns gave way to the dry expanse of barren Kohala, Kawika thought, it began as a simple homicide investigation, or so he imagined. Kawika read murder mysteries. He always had. During a case, he'd often wonder how a mystery writer might present it, how a fictional detective might approach it, what the book's first line might be. He reached the Mauna Lani just after 8 a.m., landing on a fairway by the ocean. A Waimea cop lifted the yellow tape, and Kawika ducked under it. He crossed the lawn to an elevated oceanside tee box built of lava rock and resembling an ancient Hawaiian heiau, or temple. Kawika climbed the steps and stopped. The victim, a middle-aged haole, or white person, well-dressed but barefoot, lay in a pool of bloody grass. Kawika saw the thin wooden stake protruding from the dead man's chest. A Hawaiian spear, all right. Kawika could guess what someone intended him to see. An ancient human sacrifice. Any of you know him? Kawika asked the Waimea cops. All four shook their heads. With a nod, he turned the crime scene back to them. Before squatting down to watch their work more closely, he flipped open his cell phone and called Tanaka. 2 hours later, evidence gathered and body removed, Kawika stood alone on the championship tee box. It provided a breathtaking view of the sea beyond the Kohala shoreline, bound in black lava rock, and beyond the vivid green of the golf course. Just below him, spray from the surf added saltiness to the pungent marine air. Play continued on the south course, with a spare hole at the clubhouse placed into service. The 15th hole, the Mauna Lani's signature hole, and over-the-water par 3 featured in all the resort's advertising, remained off-limits. Curious golfers, slowing their carts as they detoured around it, could see Kawika on the tee box, looking up and down the coast, then back at the resort, then out to sea. Turning away from the view, Kawika saw a blonde woman observing him from the lawn outside her condo, separated from him by a gully of jagged lava rock. Probably the woman who'd reported the body. He waved and motioned to indicate he'd take the path to the condos. She answered his wave, then turned to walk inside. Kawika noticed bright sun on well-shaped calves. A Waimea detective named Tommy, in plain clothes and wearing a University of Hawaii cap, took Kawika to her door. A tile hung above the bell. Hawaiian style, please remove your shoes. Mahalo. Kawika slipped his off. Big and black, they dwarfed a pair of pink sandals set neatly by the mat. Patience Quinn, said Tommy. Crazy name, yeah? She's from San Francisco. A petite blonde answered the door, and instead of flashing a badge, Kawika handed her his card. Kawika Wong, she pronounced, hesitantly but correctly. Good, he said, and smiled. Hawaiian's tricky, even for me. He didn't want to mislead her, let her think him more Hawaiian than he really was. With mainlanders, he knew, race could create discomfort and excessive caution. Patience